Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it is for Friday, the 16th of July, the 7th day of Av. Now that means that you're hearing this halacha as we are on Erev Shabbos Chazon, and it's the Shabbos right before Tisha B'Av. So I want to tell you a special thought right here and now. In the middle of Eicha, the day of Tisha B'Av is Kara Alai Moed. It's referred to as a Moed. And you and I are used to the word Moed meaning like a holiday, or like we use the phrase Chol HaMoed when we're in the middle of the holiday. So it sure sounds unusual to have Tisha B'Av, this sad, sad day that's coming upon us, referred to as a day of Moed, a day of holiday. So I want to take you a step deeper. That word Moed is a very interesting word. Remember that the tent, the Mishkan in the desert, that was the one that came before our Beis Hamikdash and everything, was the Mishkan, and the Mishkan was referred to as the Oel Moed. And that didn't mean the tent of holiday, did it? It meant the Oel Moed. You've seen the translations in English, a lot of you. They call it the tent of meeting. So boom, there you go. The word Moed is related very much to meeting. And that's what Tisha B'Av is. I want to pause right there and tell you that I've been on many NCSY programs where there are many people that are so moved by the activities of Tisha B'Av. And although it's so sad, there are many people who will tell you that was their most meaningful program I've had. I've been on NCSY programs in the summer with boys on the NCSY Kollel, they call it. And boys were having a fantastic summer with tons of learning, tons of hiking, tons of tiyulim trips and leagues and incredible travel experiences. And yet many of them say that Tisha B'Av was their greatest day of the whole summer. Sure sounds weird when you've been touring and snorkeling and rappelling and having leagues and sports and all kinds of intense barbecues, activities, fireplaces, your fireplace things and stories and kumsitzes, and yet they say Tisha B'Av was their most moving moment of the summer. So here's my take on it. You see, Tisha B'Av is a moed. It's a meeting place. It's where we come in a very interesting way, closest to God in some very meaningful ways. We sit and mourn together with God, kaviyachol, as if one could say, on the ground with Him, kaviyachol, if we could say it, in sadness over the loss of our temple. And that is a close up and personal meeting and feeling of Hashem caressing us in our sadness. And that's why Tisha B'Av is, in this explanation, is referred to as a moed. It's a meeting between us and God. So I don't know how to say this, but you can almost anticipate the closeness that you're going to feel to God on the day of the Moed, when we meet Him in sadness and say, we're sad with you, we're crying with you, you're crying with us, and soon this temple speedily will be rebuilt and this will all be over. And that creates the unusual close bond that a lot of you may be zocha to touch and feel this Tisha B'Av. There's still a chance that we're spending all this Tisha B'Av together in Israel with the third Beis Hamikdash. If God forbid that doesn't happen and we're still sitting on the floor, we will be close in sadness, in mourning, together with God, calling it a moed, a meeting. So think that out as you go into this Shabbos, Shabbos Chazon, where we have the vision of the sadness that's coming, and we will feel the destruction of the temple. And then I will, after Shabbos, try to give you a halacha on Tisha B'Av day. I'll probably record it here on Thursday night, 2 days before Tisha B'Av, so it'll be ready. I won't say hi at the beginning of the halacha, as we don't do on Tisha B'Av day. And so look for that after Shabbos on Tisha B'Av itself. So if you don't hear from me before, have a great Shabbos, have a very meaningful Tisha B'Av, and if you need some brief reminders of what's going on, I'll put them on my next halacha, which you can access on Tisha B'Av day. Have a great Shabbos and a meaningful fast. Bye-bye.